Hey everyone, Linda here from Back Third Acre. Don't plan to start your urban homestead after you retire. You really need to plan a few years before you receive your final paycheck in order to increase your chances of success. So we're going to explore a few areas that you really need to consider as you're in your pre-retirement years. I'm 51 and my partner is 60, so we're definitely in this phase, and we have started our urban homesteading journey a few years ago. And trust me, it really takes a fair bit of time in order to get things set up and running and smoothed out. So we're going to talk about a few key areas that have led to some of that success for us.
A greenhouse should really be your first initial investment. It extends your growing season in the months in the spring and in the fall. Perfect for growing tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. Doesn't have to be large. This is an 8x8 size, and it's plenty to meet our family's needs. Chickens are such a great addition to any urban homestead. They're a really low maintenance animal that give you plenty of rewards in compost and in eating eggs. One of the initial mistakes we made was to buy a low-cost chicken coop off of This year
Wayfair. You
I
could also
ordered
get
one of
them
those
on
easy
Amazon.
shed
It was
building
good for
kits and
4
rebuilt a
chickens,
new
but
coop
really was
not
for
very
for the
durable
hens
and
and
did
put
not
a
meet our
sliding
expectations
door
in the long
entrance
term.
and a metal roof on it.
This works much better for the chickens and allows us to have more than just a few. There's some little ones in there now. And then just set up the space inside so that it's nice and comfortable. Currently I have 8 chickens living in this with plenty of room. If I had to do it over, I would have gone with this style, much more cost effective and spacious for the chickens. We live in a wet climate, so having plenty of room for them to retreat in the rain is vital for them, and easy to clean out, lots of space, and well built. Now the girls are all grown up. Here they are. They're very happy in their new coop. Beekeeping is a wonderful homesteading activity. Investing in the equipment, however, is quite pricey, in addition to the cost of the bees. Definitely worth starting early and planning for this hobby. Fencing and irrigation are the final two items that I'm going to talk about in this section. We use some cattle panel trellises into arches to utilize space more effectively. And the prices of these can accumulate over time depending on how many you're requiring for your homestead. As you're setting up your homestead, give some serious consideration to the physical setup so this will support you as you age. So we don't like to think about these things. However, constructing raised garden beds that can be raised a little bit higher as we age, if we land up with any back pain or anything, are good things to consider, as well as uncluttered pathways and easy access to our work areas. That's an area that we still need to work on, as you can see by some of our gardens here. Another thing to consider is what you're planting. So as we are planting our garden beds, we are definitely thinking about planting more perennials. So blueberries, rhubarb. We have yet to plant an asparagus patch where we can still reap the rewards of our gardening and our vegetable and fruit production, but the labor that is required in order to obtain those benefits is less than if we were planting, say, beans and carrots and lettuce. Consider building in some cost recovery into some of your projects. I keep chickens for their eggs and for sharing with friends and family. I also keep quail, and I sell eating and hatching eggs as well as chicks in the spring. The money from the quail covers the cost of both the quail and the chicken feed, plus a little bit extra. So I sell approximately $80 worth of quail eggs every month, and the feed for both the chickens and the quail comes to approximately $25 a month. Another cost recovery method that I use is growing seed starts, so particularly heritage peppers and tomatoes, the kinds that you can't get at your local nursery or at your grocery store. I grow nice, strong, healthy plants, and they easily cover the cost of all of my seeds, potting soil, and pots. Explore growing higher value crops. Garlic is expensive per bulb, but salad greens are also, per pound, extremely pricey. We also grow peppers and a lot of tomatoes rather than potatoes and onions. Finally, food preservation. You want to preserve all of those goodies for your fall and winter. So think beyond jam and other canned things. Also consider making tomato pasta sauce with some zucchini and onions. Also, dehydration is a really good alternative as well with a very long shelf life. We also do seasonings and spices from the items that we grow in our garden and frequently give those as gifts. Fermentation of apple cider vinegar and smoking of fish and other items is also something worth considering in your food preservation repertoire. So remember, don't wait till you retire to start your urban homestead. Do it now. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thank you.